So, Mr. Solis, I regret to inform you, it is July 1st when we're recording this. It will be, I don't know, July 4th or some shit when this episode comes out. It'll be July 5th.
It should be. 4th. 4th is Friday.
The 4th? Oh, yeah, because it's Tuesday.
Yeah.
Okay. We've been recording on Monday.
It's a Friday.
Well, anyway.
Yes. Wait, where's the broom?
The point being, oh, yes, of course, the broom is very, very essential. There we go.
Pull it out of the closet.
Pull it out of the closet.
Wait, put it back in the closet.
And
wait.
Unfortunately, put us back in the closet. Solace, you gotta take the gay merch off.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. You gotta lose the sexy eyes too.
That's okay. I don't have sexy eyes.
You do on the
I
gay
have tired
one.
eyes.
I don't know.
I'm 33. I'm tired, brother.
Oh, fair. I saw a picture. There's this person on Blue Sky. I think their name is Basil. They'll draw like different things in an art book, like cutesy little drawings. And one of them was like, puppy want a treat, and the puppy had like bags under his eyes, and it was like, puppy just wants a break from it all. And dude, I fucking felt that in my soul. Anyway, Pride Month's over. We need to talk about straight stuff.
So I'm back to being gay. Remember?
Oh, well now I'm
reverse.
straight.
I like it. Yeah, so I guess you're straight.
The Indianapolis Colts are doing good this year.
Better tell Argo.
Better tell Argo. Better tell my boyfriend that I'm straight. Hey, Argo.
That's what I was thinking.
Women. Thunderous applause from the audience.
So, we need to talk about what now?
What?
We need to talk about what now?
What? Did I say we needed to talk about something?
Oh, I thought you were gonna talk about something. I don't know.
It was just the fact that gay month is over.
I am just so sad about that. But
yeah,
I'm going to Anthrocon, so I'm gonna have to be hella gay.
Yes, so. I am gonna do so many gay things at Anthrocon, and so is Rascal. Woo!
My body and Rascal will be doing awful things.
My mortal body will take on the shape of the fox once more.
God shall be ashamed of me.
Yeah, dude, God will look away during Anthrocon. Basically the plan is during the day I'm gonna be Misha, gonna be all cutesy, it's gonna be the safe for work hours, and then as soon as it starts to become later, we swap to Rascal, and that's where the partying begins. But because I do want to go like enjoy the con during the day, and I do, I can have a good time sober, which is a good thing. Once you start not being able to have a good time sober, that's where the issues arise. But during the day, I'll be Misha. I'll be happy, go lucky puppy, and then during the night, I'll be wearing Rascal. And if you see me as Rascal, there is no guarantee I'm sober. And if that's the case, I apologize.
I technically have plans for Anthrocon, but in general, there's just like, I am very much so just gonna go with the flow. If I end up hanging out with anybody specifically a bunch, that's just because that's the vibe. And if I miss you, I am sorry. I'm going to try and hang out with as many people as possible, but I am absolutely not making any plans. I'm supposed to go to a bar, I think, on Friday night. But even though I said, yeah, I'd love to go, there's still like an 80% chance that doesn't happen.
That's honestly with cons I've noticed, yeah, I'd love to go, still kind of means no sometimes.
Like, it sounds great. It's with the new people that I'm going to be meeting, obviously, days prior. But, It puts me in it's in a position of, like, it should be fun. We're going to have some drinks, watch the fireworks. Hopefully no rain this year. The forecast is looking good for... Hey, by the way, really quick detour. Hi, this is Bark Bark Meow.
This is Bark Bark Meow.
Jesus Christ. Bark. In the broom.
In the broom.
Ruby is not here today because they are working. We tried to record yesterday, but we would have tried to record yesterday, but it was their birthday dinner plus Misha.
Dude, my schedule is
scheduling
booked solid the next couple
It just makes
days.
sense. It makes sense. So unfortunately, no Ruby here, but I do need everybody in the comments and chat if you're listening to this live at the premiere, to say happy birthday, Ruby.
Yes,
We all love our Ruby here.
we do.
So please do that. There's a chance they arrive at Anthrocon.
I still don't know what's going on with that.
I'm just gonna say it. And then if it happens, then there may or may not be a live full cast recording at Anthrocon.
That would be cool.
If it doesn't happen, shrugs.
Shrug emoji.
So, hi, this is Bark Bark Meow. Welcome on in. We're gonna talk a little bit about what's coming up, obviously, and then there was something I talked about accidentally with you yesterday while I was entertaining your stream that we're gonna just dive right into because I've already seen more and I'm so pissed.
God,
I'm getting so upset about it. I'm so annoyed. But really quickly, with Anthrocon, tons of people were, definitely me and Misha are gonna be there. I would love to see y'all. We have stickers to give out.
We do. I'm gonna bring the big old stack of stickers that I have from MFF.
Yes, I'm bringing all of mine as well. Which I think I have the majority of. So find Solis if you want Bark Bark Meow stickers. And then, like I said, hopefully forecast is looking good. It's gonna be hot, but at least it's not gonna be rainy. Last year it was hot and rainy, specifically on 4th of July where they had to delay the fireworks show, which was funny. Kind of sucked, but it'll be all right. It's gonna be okay. And if you're going to Anthrocon, A, hell yeah, leave a comment below. Would love to see you. B, if this is your first con you're going to, please don't be intimidated. It is going to be big. It is going to be large. But remember, we're all there for each other, and it's going to be great.
Yes. Also, C, if we end up doing a meetup, there will be a YouTube post under the YouTube community tab, so be sure to check that during AC.
You subscribed.
You should be subscribed.
That's how you get it.
And if you're not subscribed, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
Get down there right now and hit.
I'll probably post on my Blue Sky as well.
Yeah, I will too. I made my I made my how to find me post the other day, and
we did a TikTok together.
Oh, babe. Yeah, we're gonna do a TikTok. We're gonna do a couple.
Well, I mean, we'll do a few. We'll do a few, but. I meant more so just for if there's a meet and we get a good time plan. This is a lot of this is based on if Ruby shows up too, because we can't make any plans without Ruby. If we know Ruby's not going to be there, we'll just set some up. If we know Ruby's going to be there, then we'll wait till Ruby gets there and then we'll make plans.
Exactly.
Hi, dog. I fed you and took you out already. Dude, I hate how good of a puppy dog eyes you do. It's terrifying.
Oh my god, Maple's the worst about it too.
Oh my god, I will fucking. I have a knife
mastered
right
it.
now. I have a knife in my hand right now.
Whoa!
I'm stimming. I have to have something in my hand, and unfortunately, I have one of my folding knives in my hand, and I'm just it's a fidget toy basically now. In my hand, even though it is relatively sharp, but it's closed, so we're fine.
There you go.
Who do you want me to kill, dog? I will kill for you because of those eyes.
Kill John Lennon. Kill John Lennon.
Sorry, ADHD.
You're good.
Back to what we were speaking of. Plans at Anthrocon really quick.
Yeah, I've got like people that I want to meet with, but we haven't put any like set plans. Like, Tokens and I talked, and it was like, hey, we should meet up, and they listed all their panels they're going to, and it is smack dab right when I'm doing a rehearsal for the furry disco band, so I can't make it to his panels. He is doing a Vor panel, which I don't have any interest in. So
team pause. Get your maws out of here.
If anyone's interested in that, I think he said it was like 10 p.m. Saturday. So if you want to go to that, I don't know. Check the schedule.
It's also it's an After Dark panel. That's why.
It is an After Dark panel. Yes.
Cool. So yeah, keep an eye out for. We will not be here for an After Bark. Unfortunately, we're just not even going to try and make that work. Especially Friday being such a busy day. Will probably be the next largest con. It's going to dethrone FWA, I assume. I know Pittsburgh and everywhere is already like thinking in the 20K range. We'll see if it actually gets there this year. There are, and not to get political, we're going to try and stay away from this episode just so that y'all don't have to deal with the bullshit. But I mean, there's a lot of countries out there saying like there's travel bans on the US right now just because of all the bullshit happening. So I mean, there's a possibility there's a lesser turnout from the foreign side of the crowd. I don't know how that's going to affect attendees. I eventually think this will affect attendance for the larger con.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Because you don't want to go to a country and then not be allowed to leave because you're detained. That would not be good.
Yeah.
It's
anyway.
It's a whole thing.
It's a whole
it is
thing.
something. But hi, yes. Anything else we want to talk about Anthrocon?
Anything you're excited about for Anthrocon? Like, I know you said you haven't made any concrete plans, but have you seen any panels? Have you seen anyone in the dealer's den that you're excited about? Or
I am so people oriented when it comes to cons, and if you haven't figured that out yet, that is what I
was gonna say. I've gathered.
I don't panel. I haven't looked at the panels. I was thinking about not ghosting it, but like kind of ghosting, being at the TikTok panel. I wasn't really gonna go there and be at the panel. I was gonna be around to just see if people would show up, especially since I'm really only making content on TikTok right now.
That's fair.
Even Twitch. I haven't streamed in like 2 weeks on Twitch, I think. I've just been so out of it, I'll be honest with you.
I've started making TikToks again, and you know what? It's been fun. But
I just don't edit. I just fucking throw stuff out there. It's fun.
Bro, I hate editing. I know, coming from editing. A YouTuber, but like it's such a drag sometimes. But once you like finish editing something and it's good, that is such a good feeling. But getting there can be a fucking train wreck sometimes. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I was gonna go to the TikTok panel too. That got taken off the schedule. I did hear murmurs that they're gonna try and do an unofficial one, so we'll see. But yeah,
keep an eye on it. For my general Anthrocon is, well, I fucked up my ankle a few weeks ago, and it still ain't right. I'm almost certain it's like not good. Like, oh yeah, it's probably something I do need to get checked out.
Didn't you do this? Didn't you do this before Anthrocon last year too?
No, at Anthrocon I fucked my ankle up.
Ah, okay.
But this is a different thing. It's feeling more stable now, but it clicks now in my right. I'm not sure what I did to my right ankle. It popped when I fucking twisted it, so I think I did damage to it when I did. But we'll see. It's not like it hurts a lot, but I also haven't been walking a ton. Plus, with all the heat and the humidity out here, I haven't been able to walk Ollie that much because it's just not safe for him. I have regressed in any and all progress I had on my weight loss and my ability to walk at least over a mile and not give a shit. So I will be a little bit more probably resting this Anthrocon because I am not going to be used to being on my legs all fucking day. And if I feel irritation in my ankle, I'm going to rest my ankle. But I will be out and about. You just might see my ass sitting around a lot more.
Fair enough.
But other than that, yeah, I'm just going to find people. There's definitely some people I got to see, obviously, like Misha, Argo.
Hello.
Ruby, if they show up. And I've got some other people. TikToker by the name of Cherry that I met that seems really cool. And some other people from TikTok that I would love to bump into and see. We've got Aoki as well, who I'd love to see and hang out with, which I actually got like some like low key plans, but like that I will attend, but nothing big because I just want to move with the flow, you know. I just want to be like water.
I was like, I had somebody named Haida on TikTok hit me up and was like,
I know what those names are. I think I've heard
them. Love their stuff, and they have a friend named Jerb, and I love Jerb's stuff too. And Haida messages me and is like, me, you, and Jerb should totally hang out in Anthrocon. And I was like, oh, yes, we should. So I also got to try and figure out something with them because they seem super cool. I love their videos. And so
we'll hopefully bump into good old Tiny Shark.
Rezi? Is Rezi gonna be there?
Rezi.
Yo!
They should be. They usually always attend because they're not terribly far.
I need to like actually hang out with them this time.
So Rezi should be there. Unless something changed. But there's just like I couldn't tell you how many people. Just off the top of my head, there's so many people that I hope I bump into. There are people I hopefully will actually. Like I said, there are some people I have made plans with. There are some people that it's like a group thing. So it's like I will try to make it, but if I'm chilling with some people, if I meet new people, because that's the other thing is like there's times where I just meet new people and all we do is hang out that entire day.
Oh yeah, they just like kidnap you and just take you away.
It's because I follow the vibes. So if the vibes are immaculate, if I'm having a good time and it's around this person and we just keep going around doing this stuff, cool.
There you go.
That's my day. Awesome. So that's just kind of like that's gonna be my Anthrocon, and I'm gonna have fun, and y'all gonna have fun. I just booked, or I paid. What was it? United Airlines is what I'm flying. They sent me notifications to the app and everything. They're like, "All right, time to do your pre-check-in," and I was like, "What the fuck?" So I ended up even paying for my checked bag already for
Nice.
the flight in. I was there's it's like $58 more if I wanted to do like the priority stuff.
Oh
I don't know
yeah.
if I want to really do that.
Yeah.
It says I'm on a full flight, and I don't know how I'm on a full flight from my little international airport. Dude,
It's
what
always
if
a
it's
full
always-
flight.
What if it's full on just crazy amounts of furries coming out of this area?
No,
It's possible.
sorry, I have a cough. Hold on, I'm gonna mute
Yeah,
real
you're
quick
dying.
and try and I don't know what the
How fucking dare you? You better not bring con crud to the
I
con.
don't have con crud. That's the thing. I feel fine. That's the crazy part.
Oh, speaking of, I'll check some emergency tonight.
Oh yeah, I gotta find
Let's
mine.
go ahead and get that jump started now.
Yeah.
That's the other thing is I did all my laundry today, yesterday, I did a bunch of other stuff.
I had something to say about the flight, and then you can talk about
Go.
laundry. I was gonna
Yeah,
say,
go.
here's how it's gonna go with flying. You're gonna
Mhm,
fly out of your
mhm.
little airport, no furries, okay? Because I assume you have a layover. Do you have one layover or two?
Yeah, just one layover in
Just
Chicago.
the one. Okay.
O'Hare.
Oh, in Chicago? Yeah. Once you get to there, that's when you'll notice more furries sitting
Oh yeah.
like right where you're going, the flight to Pittsburgh. That's when you'll see all the furries.
Yeah, whatever flight I'm on is most likely going to be a lot of furries going to Pittsburgh.
Yeah, your first flight, you're like scoping them out. You're trying to look for furries. There are none, maybe one. But that second flight, you don't even have to look.
You know what's bad is United was like, you can check your carry-on because there might be limited space because it's a full flight. I'm like, nah, this carry-on that I'm keeping, this is my fursuit and a laptop. That shit's staying on me.
Do you have it in a backpack or in a case?
It's in a luggage thing I got that will fit on my lap.
Okay.
And can fit. I don't probably it might be a tight squeeze with his head, but he is also just foam. If I were to technically have to put him down underneath the seat, but it would fit. I would make it fit. It'd be fine.
Hell yeah.
So it's not rigid, and that's how that's gonna work. So yeah, we'll find out. I'm obviously nervous about it. Dude, tomorrow's gonna be wild. I gotta get up. I'm gonna get up at like 7:30 in the morning because I'm gonna get this dog to. I'm going to the vet first because I want to see about getting him some more trazodone because I technically don't have enough. If you can take one every 12 hours, so technically, if he's really freaking out and really upset and he needs one every 12 hours, I don't have enough to cover him. So there also the vet that can approve more isn't in. I called on Monday. They aren't in until Wednesday morning.
What the fuck? Hello.
Yeah, so I don't know, they're just not here. So I guess I was like, I'm just gonna show up. And then I'm gonna see if I can have them print his vaccination history because then of course just randomly today, the people I'm giving him the boarding are like, yeah, since he's boarding, where did he get his vaccinations at? I'm like, oh, so the day before you need me to prove he has vaccines. Assholes.
Yeah, well, I mean, it should be assumed that wherever you're going to take him...
tell me that.
No.
And I've had prior communications to that, and that annoys me.
They definitely should have, but just know...
I boarded him for a day before as well.
Oh, and they did... Okay, yeah, that's on them. You definitely should have had to. I don't know what they're doing at that point. Because... Yeah, they want to make sure your dog is vaccinated so that it doesn't get the other dog sick. The biggest one is the rabies shot. Like, he needs to have that one.
Yes, and I have the rabies sticks. So.
There you go.
So, and I texted them even, and I was like, hey, do you need me to bring proof? And they never messaged me back. So, partially at the vet, even though it's a vet that he wasn't vaccinated at, they do have his records. I believe I should be able to have them print that out. And if not, I will yell at these people.
He's gonna
But
bark.
no, it'll be fun. It'll be fine. It's gonna be
gonna
fine.
bark.
I'm hopefully gonna get him some more trazodone, and then I'm gonna drop him off with all the shit and forget about him for 5 days.
No, you won't. You will not forget about that dog. You will be thinking about that dog every single second.
Partially, I'm hoping that's not the case because I don't want to sit here and fret and worry about him for my entire vacation.
Yeah, I have like
But
spikes.
this is the first.
Like
Well,
I have like.
but mine.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry, go. No,
Okay.
no, you. No, you. No, you.
I was just gonna say, like, I have like spikes where I'm like, huh, my dog could be dead and I don't know it. But then it's like, well, somebody would have got a hold of me. You know, like.
Yeah, no, the person that I'm communicating with today are the ones that are directly going to be boarding and watching him. So if something were to happen, I'm going to get a text/call.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah. So basically I got to walk him up. I'm going to walk up to the vet, which is basically a block or right next to where the boarding place is. Go get that shit, go drop him off at the boarding place, walk back home. I am packing as soon as we're done with this recording. I am packing everything except for his head. His head and tail I'm going to hit with some Folex real quick. Get them drying tonight. But
it's a good idea.
Last thing I'm literally throwing in the case is my fucking tail and putting the head in the carry-on. My neighbors are going to help drive me to the airport. So I gotta pay them gas money tomorrow.
Boy. Are you going to cover up Solis? Or because I think we talked about that as well.
He's staying in the motherfucking carry-on bag and nobody will know the difference. I'm just going to say there's clothes and shit in there.
Yeah, if you put him face
They're
down.
not going to tell me to open it.
Yeah, if you put it face down, it could look like a blanket.
Oh, no. So this carry-on luggage bag has a zipper on it.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm fine.
Yeah.
But I'm going to do that. And then, so I'm going to get back home, hopefully, by about 8:20, take a quick shower. And then I'm going to, they should be ready at that point. It should be about 8:30. I said, let's go 8:30 because, so I didn't realize this. My flight departs at 11. And I was thinking 11 in my head. I got till 11. No, you don't got till 11.
No.
Boarding starts at like 10:35.
Yeah.
So I told them, let's push back a half hour because by the time I get there, it'll be about 9, which gives me an hour and a half at this really small airport. So I've been told that should be no problem. My layover in Chicago is 2 hours. So, and at that point, all my shit's checked anyway, so it ain't gonna fucking matter.
Yeah.
So that'll be no problem. And then I'll be in Pittsburgh and my Uber will hopefully be there and I will get picked up and be at the airport or then at the hotel. And
then the fun begins.
Actually, you know what I'm doing exactly right now after this? Is I have all those goddamn cameos.
Oh my god, yeah, you probably got a bunch of them. Do you pause those when you go on?
There are...
Because you can, like, pause your availability, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Classically, I have not because I've never been that bombarded before.
A pop you fur?
I am the cameo furry.
You are?
The way I'm going to do it this time is, and I've actually changed it. I used to clear my queue every day. Yeah. And now I don't. If you pay for your 24-hour cameo, I'm going to get it done in less than 24 hours. Usually it's within the first couple hours. If not, if I'm sleeping or something, I usually don't like it to get to the halfway point of 12 hours.
Yeah.
I try to get that shit done. Now, the ones that are just like the willy-nilly ones, it gives me over 3 days to do. I've been waiting until no later than 1 day and several hours out. I never let it get under a day. But I do kind of give myself leeway on those. Just because, especially at a convention, if I get a bunch of 24-hour requests, I still have to take the time to do all those. And then if I see like I have 15 3 days, I might do a couple of them, but like I'm not going to do all those right now.
Yeah.
That's like an hour of work. Or actually, it's more than an hour of work at that point. And I'm not going to spend an hour in my con recording cameos all at once.
No.
Well, actually, that's what I'm probably going to do between the 24s and the 1 days. So, but my goal tonight is to go ahead and clear the queue completely tonight and just kind of work throughout the con. If I have to pause it, I have to pause it. But
yeah, I just remember. I think it was MFF you recorded a cameo. I was like chilling in the room or something.
Oh yeah, I
remember that.
The MFF was when I started getting more.
Yeah.
Than the normal, and so because yeah, I was pretty excited about that, and I knocked out a bunch of those.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, at what point can I say content? I can tell Anthrocon is a business expense.
Yeah.
Damn.
I've thought
But
about trying to figure
we
out
will
how
get
to
them
do
done.
that. Yeah.
We'll get it done, and yeah, that's it. That's how it's all gonna shake down in the next fucking 12 hours. A little over about
Yippee.
13 hours in 12 hours.
God,
Yeah, 13 hours from now, I'll be like walking Ollie up because my
that's
goal is to get him.
crazy.
I mean, get up at 7:20, get his ass outside to go potty. Which he's been an asshole this whole last week and a half. I don't know why, but he's not sleeping through the entire night. It might be because I'm not walking him as much,
Maybe.
but he's been waking up at like 6:37 and whining, and it's destroying me. I don't know why he's just decided he can't fucking take the whole day. Because he should have an internal clock that I don't get up until 8:30. I don't know why he's waking up over an hour early and I was ignoring it at first. I won't lie. The last couple of days, I've just been like, Ollie, knock it off.
Yeah.
And then he shuts the fuck up for like another hour. But that gives him what he wants, which is attention.
Yeah.
I think. I don't know, but yeah. So he'll be quite ready to go. I'm gonna get him out, get him the potty, bring him in. I'm gonna try and feed him and give him his first medication for the day, and then we're gonna go for that walk.
Okay.
And yeah, so it's just gonna fucking go. It's gonna go fucking quick.
It's gonna go. God,
Whoopty.
it's here, man. It's fucking here.
Dude, it felt like last week there was time even though that felt like it was stressful. And now I'm like day 12. I'm 13 hours out, and I'm like, oh god.
Yeah, I was like, I was listed all the things I had to get done in 3 days, and I was like, fuck, this is gonna be a rough couple days, but we're trucking through it, and as soon as I get through it, then I can just relax. Do we want to pivot?
Yes. So, talking about TikTok chat. We love TikTok in this house, right? Right.
Well, did you? Okay. Love is a strong word.
Yeah, love is a strong word. So here's the funny thing about TikTok, right? It's an easy time burner when you got a little bit of fucking time, right?
It is.
You just kind of yeah.
We use
but
it.
Holy shit! I would say in the last week. I want to say last week. I want to say it's that recent. I don't think it's more than a week for me. Have I been bombarded by really dumb, either purely AI generated,
God,
like vlog channels, or like really dumb AI generated joke channels?
Yes.
And it has been, I've blocked probably at least 20 or more. And several of them were like repeats of each other. Because one I got several of was this wild fucking Bigfoot one. Some AI Bigfoot vlogs. Which I don't even fucking believe in. I don't know why that was pushed so hard at me.
Dude, Bigfoot was just a guy in a fursuit. Like, you can't tell me with all of the technology we have now that nobody would have seen him by now, right? Listen, the Loch Ness Monster, a little more believable just because we're kind of dog shit at exploring underwater, but also I don't believe that one either. But like Bigfoot, some dude in the woods, come on, man. Like, anyway, not to pivot to that topic, but
yeah. So I don't know about you, chat. You can leave a comment if you'd like to also vent about your TikTok experience, but holy hell. And I'm getting to this point where I wish YouTube's also garbage. I've been seeing so many channels that are just ChatGPT scripts read by AI narration.
oh my god. And it's like half
is just
wrong,
repeats.
too.
Oh god, and you can tell because like there's ones that I have watched. I have watched channels that use AI narration, but I can tell it was a script.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that because maybe that person doesn't. It falls into the line of so a lot of this is kind of niche. Where I watch like true crime shows, like how this person got caught or this person tried to murder their husband. You know, I'll throw those in the background at work. And I go through like periods where I'll listen to this shit for like a month straight, and then I will go on to something else. So more recently, these channels have been, or there have been several that I will listen to it because there's like that specific voice that people like to use for those kinds of true crimes.
Oh god.
So I understand why they're using an AI narrated or like voice, which again,
Yeah.
not great. Obviously, you should be paying somebody to read the scripts, but at least it's not completely AI generated content where somebody literally sat down, pulled a video, and told ChatGPT to write a script for it,
Yeah.
and then also has an AI narrated voice do it. Holy shit! There's so many of those channels popping up now.
Yeah,
It's
god.
gross. It's awful. I don't know how I've blocked so many. I've blocked so many YouTube channels. I have blocked so many TikTok channels now. But at what point does the algorithm realize I don't want AI content?
So
Neither of him picked that up.
I think the issue that's happening is you're clicking on the profiles to block them. And I genuinely think at least TikTok, because it was happening to me where like as soon as it was a fucking Hydra, as soon as I would block one, 3 more would appear. I think what's happening is as soon as you click on the profile, TikTok is like, oh, you are showing interest in this channel. And it doesn't care if you block it.
Yeah.
It only tracks that you clicked on the channel. So it's like, here, have some more on
It's
the
engagement.
house.
I just really fucking want that to not happen. You know what I mean?
agree. Yeah, no, wholeheartedly I agree.
I want an AI opt-out feature. I know they'll never do that, especially YouTube, because YouTube doesn't give a fuck about where their ad
No.
rev comes from.
Just as long as
So,
they're getting it, yeah.
it hurts me inside, and I want to
Same.
die.
No, the
Oh
one
my
that
god.
I was getting a channel on YouTube that was like using Call of Duty gameplay, using an AI written script and an AI voice to try and give gun facts about the guns that were being used in Call of Duty. And it's like, no, these are not true at all, you know? Like, there was one where it was going over the SPAS 12. Apparently, who fucking knows if this is true, because it was fucking AI, but, like, they said that, like, apparently if you right-click with the SPAS in one of the original Half-Lives, it shoots twice. Like, it shoots 2 slugs, because, the people saw the feet. I don't remember what the tube is called, but the tube where all the slugs go. The people making the game saw that and thought it was a second barrel. And it's like, that's believable that people making Half-Life would think that. But like, I don't even know if that's true. I could have been duped. Argo sent me a video of like a carp in a fucking pond the other day, and he didn't realize it was AI. The only reason I knew it was AI was because the cars in the back had like headlights and then the rear lights on the front of the car. And it's just like, this shit's getting scary, dude. Were you also getting those like AI generated news people where it was like breaking news and then it would just say something stupid? Because I was getting a few of those.
I've had a few of those, and I've had a bunch. I think it was even today. There was like it was like a night vision vlog, and it was a talking cat using the VOE3 or VO3 or whatever that new AI modeling thing is. And God, I wish it was just animated by somebody, because then I could like the content. I mean, so dude, the actual thing the cat was talking about was stupid as fuck. Again, that's where the Chat GPT writing is awful, right? The modeling and stuff. I mean, it looked good. I want to like it, but I'm not going to support bullshit that is taking away people's jobs. Yeah. Because it used all of their work to figure itself out.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. Is there a possible theoretical ethical AI like that? So say you yourself were a 3D animator, you made all your own animations, and then you trained your own AI model on your own work.
I think that's a lot more okay than what's going on, because like you are kind of plagiarizing yourself, which is fine. Environmentally, it's not okay, and we need to address the shit out of that.
So that is a big thing, yeah.
Yeah, but like if we ignore the environment like everyone else is doing, then I feel like that's a little more okay than just using the commercially available AI. Because I think if somebody opts into, hey, you can use the AI to train my stuff, instead of, the problem is companies are now like
Mhm.
having that be the default and people don't realize it until it's too late. So if they had it where you could like
Mhm.
consciously opt into it.
That was all of it. That's so much shady shit was built around it too.
Yeah.
Like either making it non-negotiable in a TOS or hidden
God.
deep within a TOS. Just really gross shit. Like,
Yeah.
oh,
That's
if you knew your shit would never get this far in just a couple of years, because if you would have done it in an ethical way.
Yep.
You had to be incredibly unethical about it. And God, I hope that
Exactly.
Disney lawsuit works out against Midjourney.
Yeah. It's one of those
That's the
things,
start.
because I think Twitter, or X, formerly known as Twitter, started doing that. Or at least they tried, where it was like you couldn't opt out of the AI generated, like the AI stuff where it would
Yeah.
train based on what you post, which is really funny considering some of the stuff that I post. Like, the AI is being trained on Padded Rascal, and I think that's kind of funny in a way, but here nor there. Um, but yeah, there was something else I wanted to say. Oh, I kept getting AI generated videos of like dogs lifting weights or like doing Olympic sports. And it's like, dude, give me a shitty edit of like just a shitty edit and I will laugh infinitely more than an AI generated thing. That was like, there was a trend going where it was like wedding procession ideas and people would set it to like stupid songs or like stupid fast songs. So like the the bridesmaids and the groomsmen would just go flying down the aisle, and somebody was doing JPEGs to show what this would look like. Editing Misha put one here, I guess. And so there would be one of those, and then I saw an AI generated one, and it just took all of the soul, all of the humor, everything out of it, because it was just like, it would show the bridesmaids and the groomsmen and the roller skating flower girls. It'll make sense when you see it. And it was just AI generated. They weren't moving. It would just show them for a split second. And the whole joke of it was like how fast they had to go down the aisle because, the song is super quick. And all of that is just gone. It's soulless. It's just not there. It's not funny.
It's there is a big problem about all this stuff too, is that you have to get people to not consume it.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, we have too many people like that will watch that silly little dumb talking cat vlog, AI generated cat vlog. You go, haha, funny. And I understand that you're looking for like a modicum of serotonin nowadays,
God. Yeah.
but like scroll past that and find some real shit, like
Yeah.
for real, because it's all heading downhill, guys. The problem is going to be the oversaturation. So that actually, it's a good problem and a bad problem. There will be a massive oversaturation of just AI slop. It's already getting bad. It's going to triple, quadruple in this rate. So it's going to be hard to find the good stuff.
Yeah.
So as long as people keep doing and creating like we do, you'll have to parse through it all, but you'll be able to find it. And God, so there's other things that I like that comes to mind with these AI things. I see these videos where people are like, "Oh my God, look at this! I'm pretty sure my interviewer is an AI," and they'll show you like they're in the middle of
Oh
the
my
interview.
God. I've seen those.
And
Yeah.
I just saw one today where she was like, "I'm pretty sure my insurance agent is an AI bot." And it was like the bot just freaking out, trying to explain stuff, but talking over itself, like bad coding error. Like clearly a bad coding error is fucked up.
Yeah.
But the problem I have with those is because I know the internet is fake. A lot of shit on the internet is fake, and you have to do a lot of research to make sure shit isn't fake. So I take everything I see on the internet with a grain of salt. And with those videos, as much as I'd like to be like, yeah, I believe you. Wow, that's fucked up that these companies are using AI to do interviews. I also know it would be really easy for somebody to set up a fake phone like interview screen with an AI, like a really badly made AI bot, to act like it's doing the interview. or
That's
do that
true.
insurance agent claim and just farm views as
Yeah.
well.
My thing is
So I can't trust them either. I can't trust that that's actually
yeah.
happening.
No, that's a really good point because I was just like blindly believing it. Might be
God, it'd
like
be so easy. It's grifting. You just
yeah,
AI grifting.
it might be like confirmation bias me because I hate AI, so obviously everything that dogs on AI, I'm like, oh, I have to believe this. Obviously, I don't like but
Yeah.
my thing with that is there's a lot of stories about that coming out, which it could be a lot of people faking it. I'm not dismissing that. It's just once I hear enough of those stories, I start to go, okay, maybe this is a genuine thing. Another more joking way that like I engage with the internet is like if it doesn't affect me, yeah, I'll choose to believe it. If I see something online that's like,
So
fun fact, XYZ about an animal I'll never see in my life, I'm like, sure. But like,
that's funny.
if it's something like, oh, X, Y, and Z of something that does affect me in life, I'll sit there and be like, okay, wait, let me double check this. But yeah, I've believed some stupid shit online. If I'm never gonna
So
encounter it in my life,
the way it's my snap reaction. So you are my snap reaction with those videos where I'm like, oh, dude, fucking really? Because I don't put it past corporations from doing that right now. I
Oh
absolutely
God,
don't.
yeah,
Especially like small to medium businesses that think AI is gonna fix a lot of their quote unquote like issues with having to pay HR and shit for that kind of stuff. Mm. I could see them doing that, and I won't put it past it. So my initial reaction is, God, this is getting out of hand. But then that's when I kick in the thought of, but this person could just be farming us.
it's true.
And it's
There is
absolutely
always
true.
that.
It'd be so
Yeah.
easy. It's just like, this is actually not political technically. Have you seen some of the shit Tucker Carlson's been talking about recently?
Holy shit, yeah. Dude, they got me agreeing with Tucker Carlson, which
I've been not only agreeing with Tucker Carlson, but funny enough, I made the joke in your chat yesterday, but Marjorie Taylor Greene
oh yeah,
has said some shit.
she's finally on the camp of like Trump is bad because he's doing things that I can't believe he's doing the things that he's been saying he's gonna do for the past fucking month or so.
Well,
Like, you fell for it again.
One of the big things was like he ran on no war. Now we're like,
Oh
this shit's
yeah,
happening.
that was her thing.
So
Yeah,
she's like, oh my god, he lied to us, and he hasn't done anything that he said that he would since November, and that just fucking blows my mind. And
it's
the
like
reason why I'm just looking at it is like the Tucker Carlson, like I I I think most of us understood he didn't believe the things he ever said.
yes, that's my
And
other
that's
point.
the majority of these assholes are
Yes.
just saying what it says to either keep their Fox News constituents happy or they were making careers out of it. And
Oh,
you're
it
starting
makes
to
them
see a lot of these alt-right, right-wing they're right-wing grifters where they're starting to flip and just like, all right, so I don't have to be associated with this asshole anymore. So let me say what I kind of really think. And it is so funny to see that happen.
I
But also I hate it. I
oh
will
yeah,
never like him,
absolutely.
but
I will say there are genuine people like Richard Spencer, Nick Fuentes, who are just genuinely shit stains
oh
on
god.
society and like do believe the things they're saying. Obviously, like fuck those people, 6 foot pole, no lube, but like the people like Tucker Carlson and Candace Owens is another one that's been like kind of quote unquote standing up. Is like you said, they knew that they didn't believe what they were like parroting, but they still parroted it for years on end. So it's not this sudden, oh, suddenly Fucker Carlson is such a good guy. He's so good. No, he's still a jackass just because he's saying the right things now. He had multiple opportunities to flip and say the right things earlier, and he's choosing now to do it. So, yes, I do think that people like Tucker Carlson and others in the same position as him should speak up against this, and they should be going, this isn't right. I wish they would have done it sooner, and I'm still not going to forgive them, It's one of
Oh,
those.
absolutely not. You can turn face and tell the truth after, but I'm never gonna forgive you for putting us in this position.
Exactly.
like you're grifting, yeah, it's furthered your careers. It's probably line. Well, I know for Tucker Carlson specifically. I mean, he lined his pockets so fucking well
Oh
on
god,
this.
dude, Fox News paid him
Um,
handsomely.
I mean, it's just one of those things. I mean, didn't Twitter fucking pay for him to be exclusive to do his Twitter stuff, which I don't even know if he's doing
Oh
anymore.
god, they
I think
did, didn't they?
so. I don't know. The whole point about all this is just seeing how it's grifting, right? It's grifting, it's grifting, it's grifting.
It
So
is,
in
yeah.
that same vein with these people, they're just AI grifting. They understand that it's a hot topic subject where they can make outrageous little videos of a fake AI interviewing them and then make just bank off of it.
God,
And
yeah.
all it does is spread more misinformation and problems.
And there's people in the
Because like there's
comments. There's people in the comments being like, haha, this is so funny. This is the funniest thing I've seen. Are you 5? Is your main source of fucking social media Facebook? Do you consume Minion memes on the regular? These are Minion memes, Solis. These are worse than Minion memes. This is like, this is schlop you feed to pigs, man. This is not good content. This is like the emptiest of calories. The biggest fucking thing of fries you've ever seen from McDonald's. Just down the fucking gullet. Does nothing productive. But man, does it make you feel good for a solid second and a half. I hate it. I'm so sick of AI. I want it all to go away. Sorry. Ugh. Sorry. You can go now. My bad.
It's exactly what I'm talking about though, and it's weird. I don't know if it's gonna get to a point where AI is gonna be so good that it's gonna be acceptable and people are just gonna just gonna take that as that's the future. This is what we're gonna get. I really hope that people realize instead of consuming that and is consuming the slop that they need to just stop doing that and keep consuming regularly like created media. But there is a point to say that if it gets close enough that people will just shrug. It's like having the off brand of something, you know what I mean?
We are seeing that where some people are just
So
going, well, this is just how life is going to be now. And there is a small pessimistic side of me that does think that, where it's like, this is just how it's going to be. Nobody in power is doing anything to stop it. We're just going to have to learn what to live with it. And I hate that feeling because it's like, it makes me feel powerless to stop it. But, like,
well I think it comes down to a break point. And that break point is just gonna be there's just gonna be so much AI automated crap that people are just gonna stop. They're just not gonna want to deal with it.
yeah.
Or people are just gonna go all that way, and you're just gonna have to do what I said, where you're either gonna consume it and you're just gonna end up enjoying it, or I guess settling for it, or you're just gonna like me. I'm just gonna continue to cut out shit.
Yeah. It's,
I'm getting technically less content, yeah, but in my mind, I'm not cutting anything out that I wouldn't already, you know.
yeah.
So my goal is to just keep supporting. Like I said, I'm actually starting to get away from AAA titles and studios when it
Oh,
comes to
God.
console and gaming, anyways.
Same here.
Just because fucking indie devs do just as good work, if not better. I've enjoyed more content out of that stuff, anyways.
Yeah.
So I'm probably just gonna focus on those kinds of stuff. I don't need the next Borderlands 4, trust me. I
Yeah.
don't need Halo 6 or 7. I don't fucking care.
It's just like, my favorite games of the past couple years have been Outer Wilds, Tunic, Blueprints, Peak, Lethal Company, the other Repo, yeah, like all of these indie games. And I think I don't know where Rivals of Ether falls because like it's a smaller company, but Ludwig did help.
But that's
like,
not AAA, so that's fine.
It's not AAA, yeah. Like Rivals of
Basically,
Ether 2 was another good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just like, yeah, the AI, God, I don't know, because like I don't want it to come across as me saying, "Oh, AI is going to be part of the future, so we should give in and use it." That's not what I want to say. That's not what I'll ever say. It's just one of those things where like the pessimistic side of me is like, it's here to stay. I think we've passed the point of being able to do anything about it. Like that shit is getting so realistic. When does video stop being evidence? You know?
That is getting scary. I am scared about that.
Yeah.
Because there's even been some I think it was Fox News aired it. Fox News aired a clip where JD Vance was talking, and it was completely AI.
God, see, yeah.
It had AI, and it had like I think it had like Rick Scott and somebody else to his sides, but there were other politicians that they were like it's verifiable that they were not in the same place at the same time, so it would not have happened.
God.
And you can tell it's AI, but it's kind of like during the election when there was the fake Biden phone calls and shit that were going around, and I think it was Biden before he dropped
Yeah.
that were getting like out there about saying how you shouldn't vote until this time or do it this way or something. It was some fucking shady stuff. It is getting to that point where I am scared for like video evidence may not be good evidence.
Yeah.
Because a lot of it can be faked now. But also this is just getting to the point where it's showcasing like people gotta stop not doing research. If you see something, you need to assume it's fake until you verify it.
Yes.
Which sucks, but you should be skeptical from now on in this new digital age that we live in.
Yes.
It's just the truth. And now I don't think we're past the point where AI is going to be a part of our media forever. I know that it's only going to get worse from here on out for at least the foreseeable future. I'm saying the next 5 to 10 years. But I do foresee a future. I don't know if we're going to end up in this future, but there is a pathway, a future where because of the overabundance of AI slop and generated shit, it's going to be massive striking. It's going to be massive stuff. It's going to be the time where Hollywood tries to make a new film with Jason Momoa's likeliness of an AI in it.
God.
Or something like that. And it's going to cause massive litigation and stuff like that to where people are going to say, no, I don't want this. No, we don't want this. And it will eventually flip to where AI created content will end up reducing back down to a much more lower level of like people will probably still use it because, hey, fuck it, I can just use my AI to do this.
Yeah.
But the general public is going to be like very anti-AI when it comes to those kind of medias, like movies, videos, and stuff like that. There's also the opposite, which is your pessimistic side, where it's like people just start settling for it and litigation doesn't go anywhere and it ends up just being the standard.
Yeah, and I'm
which will be gross and awful and hateful.
Terrified of that, both like entertainment-wise and environmental-wise. We cannot keep up with the amount of AI that people are generating. That shit is rough on the environment.
Yeah. A lot of water usage.
Yes. There was also there was something else I wanted to say, and I have forgotten it. It had to do with shit.
But while you're trying to think on that,
okay.
So I'm hoping my thought though is my hope is that A, between litigations, and B, people just starting to realize like just stop feeding into the bullshit. If you want real good content, follow real good content creators and movies and stuff like that. There is going to be a big shift. It is going to be the next 20 years, I think. And I think there's a future where it does, when it comes to the artistic mediums, get dropped back. I want to see future AI advancements when it comes to like technology as a tool.
Oh, absolutely.
Like there are some things that AI is doing great things for.
Yes.
And would love to continue that. And I think that stuff is only going to get better.
That I 100% agree with. Like, AI as a tool could be life-changing and game-changing for a lot of different industries, and we're using it to steal art. Like, we're using it to steal art and generate dogs doing the Olympics. There's a car alarm going off. Hold on.
I heard that.
oh shit, did you? Damn it. All right, the
I
car
heard
alarm's
it just
done,
briefly while you were talking. It was a bleh.
Yeah, the other thing is, for the first time in like recorded human history, we're getting dumber. Like it started trending when smartphones started to become a thing. I love my iPhone, but listen, it's making me stupid. But it's only accelerated so much since AI's become a thing, because now students, the people that are supposed to be learning, are looking at an essay that they're supposed to write and going, I'll just throw it in ChatGPT. I'll just have that do it. And you know, I've seen people online equate that to, oh, well, people believed the calculator was going to be bad. The problem with that is you still had to understand what you were doing. You still had to understand what equations you had to use when like when, why, and where to plug things in. With ChatGPT, you just type, do this for me, and it does.
So it's a mix here. I think that smartphones don't make us dumber, because the internet in itself, if used properly with how it was originally set up, is just a treasure trove of information.
Yes.
Which means you may not know everything, and there are some people out there that, the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire people that just fucking know everything for some reason, that retain all of that knowledge and everything they've read and all the things that they read. But even they are still going to lack knowledge, and guess what? Google can usually find that information prior to AI. That is the big issue here. Is this use of AI generated responses, because it scrubs a bunch of data real quick and throws together its best answer, which can be incredibly wrong.
Yes.
So that is what's killed me, because yes, I think with a smartphone, me being able to fact check you with right and decent information actually doesn't necessarily. I would say it would make me smarter, because if I have to look up something, I'm probably going to remember me looking that up. It is the flip side of now that with so much more misinformation and AI generated responses and not knowing where your information is coming from, and then people not taking that extra step of due diligence to make sure your source is credible, where it's coming from, that's harmed us, because now people are just spreading a bunch of misinformation, which does make you stupid and dumber. And then also the mix of, you are more likely to be satisfied with your life the less you know.
God, I wish I was stupid, dude. I wish I didn't know a goddamn thing.
If you were to live in a small town where you don't have access to information outside of that small town unless you can walk there, we're going to say even that, you're that restricted. So all you do is you do what you do every day, and you work 18-hour days. Like, you kill yourself. Everybody in your town, though, works 18-hour days, right?
Yeah.
It's just the norm. And you don't have any other privileged information, and that's just life. That's what your daddy did. Actually, your daddy worked 20-hour days. You only worked 18.
Damn.
So
you
actually live a better life than dad, right?
Fucking snowflake.
But you live your life, and occasionally, once a month, you get a nice dinner of your choice, like maybe your lobster steak or whatever.
Yeah.
That you feel like you're living a pretty good life, and you're living the life that you know. The second you find out that the town over has a work program where everybody shares in the work and does something differently, to where they only work 8-hour days and they always once a week get a steak dinner, you suddenly are very upset.
Yes.
And that comes with, so this is a whole speech on why higher education causes more people are usually less satisfied and more depressed.
Yeah.
It's just, the more you know is the more you usually get caught up in those kinds of things. And you realize the world isn't as fucking either sunshine and rainbows, or you realize life could be better. It's one of those things where you need to ground yourself in, and that's why as crazy as it sounds, where everybody got it from Zombieland. Oh, enjoy the little things in life. That's just a really good way to ground yourself, to realize, yes, there are very terrible things going on in the world. That sucks. There are also people that are crazy rich and live so much better lives that you'll never get a taste of the life they live. That sucks. But you also have to focus on what you can affect, the things you can do to make your personal life better. And working on that kind of thing doesn't work well when you work with our current society, which is really based around capitalism.
And the fact that a lot of negative stuff is what spreads the most online. Solis is 100% right in it gets so easy to get trapped in that bubble of, life's going to shit, the world's going to shit, everything is just shit. You gotta break yourself out of that. You gotta, I know, trust me, because I've been doing the same thing. Just watching this absolute shit show of an administration and just watching the world around just cave in. But you have to hold on to hope. And you have to try and stay as positive as possible. I'm not going to say you should recognize, hey, things are fucked right now. But you should do things in your life that make it that much better. Make yourself some cookies. Oh, fuck. That's my word for Maple's treats. That's my word for Maple's treats.
Oh,
she didn't move.
GG's.
Make yourself some baked goods. Make yourself a nice meal. Just take a night to yourself, relax, just do what you need to get through. Because if you only focus on the negatives and what's happening in the world, you will cave in and you will self-implode.
Oh,
and
one of the
go ahead.
just one of the experiences I could say is not to say you need to go out and touch grass, but just something with me, like taking Ollie outside just to play a little bit.
Oh yeah.
And him being just super duper happy. And in that moment, everything is just like, it's a good moment. It's a good time. And you realize that. And it's like, okay, never mind. So life isn't just dog shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of uncertainty right now. There's obviously a lot of very negative things happening. But something that I'd like to say, and I've actually been preaching this a lot more recently, is people like to ask, funny enough through Cameo, but also just in general, but like what it means to like be a leader, or like to how to be confident. So a lot of these prompts are like how to be confident in like a new job position or management position and stuff. It's one of those things like leaders don't know the answer to everything.
No.
Because nobody can have the answer to everything. True leadership comes from somebody that is confident that they don't know the answers, but they're going to figure out a solution anyways.
Exactly.
They're going to go out there and figure it out one way or another. Now, how long it takes, what kind of resources that takes, don't know yet, but we're going to figure it out. Yeah. And not everybody is a leader. I get that. But everybody in a very base level, you may not think this to yourself, but you are your own self. Nobody will ever be able to live your life for you. Thus, you are the leader of your own life. So to an extent, this is one of those cases where you do have to take leadership of your life, where you need to build in those little moments of little things to break yourself out of those tough times. And just be confident that in yourself that like no matter what happens, you're going to figure it out. It's how I've gotten through my entire life, is like, just like the other week, I didn't know if I was going to have a job. Literally last Thursday. And as panicked as I was in that moment, not knowing if I was going to have my job or not, I still have this thought in my mind where if this doesn't happen, then, the if then.
Yeah.
I'm going to figure it out. It's not if this doesn't happen, I'm fucked. It's if this doesn't happen, how am I going to get through this? Yes, it's going to suck for a time period, but I will get through this, you know?
Yeah. No, I agree with what you're saying.
And that's kind of where we are now.
Yeah, it's like, things are fucked.
Big thing.
You are
I love
allowed...
doing this podcast.
I do too.
Go ahead, finish.
No, I was going to say, I do think you are allowed to give yourself some space to go, oh shit, like, if this happens, shit's going to get real bad. Or like, there is that moment of like, oh, I'm going to be fucked. But then you're right, where you have to be like, okay, but how do I unfuck myself? You know, like...
Oh, and your emotions are valid. When you're in those moments of time, you are allowed to freak out, but you're not allowed to freak out for a month. You're allowed to freak out for that moment and then go,
yes,
okay, so what am I going to do to not
what do I
fucking hate? What am I going to do? Okay. Exactly. And again, that can look in a lot of different forms for very different people. To also say, and this is why I was going to say, I fucking love this podcast. So what we're doing here right now is something very special. Y'all don't maybe realize it, but something that I love to preach and I love to tell everybody is to realize 99% of like all of our humanity cannot live alone. There's a certain select, I forget what they call it, there's a thing for it too, where they actually prefer zero human interaction and they want to live their lives by themselves. But literally, like the 99% of humanity, we are social creatures. We've always been social creatures. We want to be with people.
Yes.
And so realizing that, and this doesn't need to be you don't have to have a partner. You do not have to have a significant other for this, is to realize that we're not living life alone. And this podcast is a very basic level of that, where, yeah, it's parasocial. We're not super close, but we're all here talking about these things in a shared experience way. And that helps you get through things. That helps you get through stuff.
Yeah.
And then even then, a little zoom in on your own life is to share those experiences with those closer friends, family, and loved ones that you choose to bring into your life. So to always remember that, like, in these freak out moments, and knowing that you're gonna be all right because you're gonna figure it out one way or another, but also know that there are people that you can lean on is a very powerful thing too.
Yes.
Because we're not living life alone. We're all
No.
doing it together. Just to how interactive are we? Some are going to be a little bit on the surface level. I say that surface level, and some are going to be much deeper, closer to your heart.
True. But yeah.
Yeah. By the way, philosophy talk with Solis.
I was gonna say we got a little deep there towards the end.
Dude, I do that. This is why I'm not allowed to stream and just talk, because I get into these topics all the time.
God, yeah. No, and
Hey, Anthrocon! People, let's go!
Yeah. Speaking of people, I got the Patreon list pulled up. Gotta say,
we're gonna go ahead and not have a super long episode because
no,
I got shit to. I just looked. My cameo's up to 20. I have some.
Oh my god! Jesus,
I was down to 12, so it popped
you
off in the last couple.
8? Oh my god!
Yeah, so that happened. It's good because that means I'm gonna be able to buy more shit at Anthrocon.
Hell yeah!
Yo, the community's benefiting. Why?
True.
Because I'm paying people's fucking salary.
Speaking of paying salaries, thank you so much to Key. Thank you to Webster. Thank you to George W. Bush, Alistair the Hyenas, Penstamon, Thawcade, Quaddle, Bogey Bravo, Blue Pack Wolf, Argo, Mighty Halfman, Amberion, Zombie Brains, Loriafia, Landon Yeen, Sycamore, Heartless Hero, Pip the Badger, Rays, Fio Firefox, Corlean R, Kai Quint, Carnelian Fox, and Steam Pony, and Ankara. I'm joking about you guys paying a salary, but the little, this does help. It helps us get through, and it helps us be able to do this and to improve the show and to give you guys exclusive content. But yeah, like the Patreon, which is down in the description if you're not part of that. But yeah, normally I'd give the spiel here about the Afterbark, but as stated before, we will not be doing that because Solis and I right now are at Anthrocon. We are walking around, we're Friday, barking, baby. We're howling, we're doing everything. I'm probably drunk or high, one of the two. I don't know what Solis is up to, but
we're probably getting dinner.
I wonder
it's
if
about dinner time. You're probably getting your food in you before you do the partying.
Oh, I'm getting something in.
Well, you're real close to the partying part of the time frame.
Yeah. Anyway, that's going to be today's episode. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you find little things in your life that make you happy. That's the biggest.
If you're at Anthrocon, come say hi.
Yes, if you're at Anthrocon, come say hi. Bye.